woke up today, I got up and washed. And suddenly it seemed that everything on this earth was clear to me. And
Hey!
Hey,
What are you up to?
yeah, I just found this monologue, so I'm trying to learn it.
Well, are you sure you want to start learning it that way?
Shoot, you're right. Maybe I should memorize it first, right? Okay. When I woke up today, I got up and washed. When I woke up today, I got up. I see you're struggling. Would you mind if I share a few tips that might make it easier for you to learn the monologue?
Sure.
Well, first off, did you read the monologue a few times before you started rehearsing it? I just kind of dove in. So once you've read the monologue a couple times, if you haven't already, I would highly suggest you read the full play or the script, because it's gonna tell you how that monologue fits into the larger story. And it'll also answer some questions about who it is your character is speaking to in that monologue, what's the relationship that you and whoever it is that you're speaking to have, what that character's mood was before they started speaking in the monologue, and what their mood is after. You're gonna get a lot more information maybe about the character's background and their life story and what led to this moment. So I would highly suggest you read the play or the script for that reason. Three Sisters by Chekhov. So she is one of the three sisters. Oh, I'm the youngest. Well, she says it takes her 2 hours to get dressed. That makes sense. If she's taking 2 hours to get dressed, and this is back in the days when they wore corsets and those big old dresses and had like 5 different types of underwear. I understand your frustration, girl. All right, so now that you have a better idea of the whole context of the monologue and the world of this character, who is your character speaking to? Is it the audience? What kind of audience is it? Is it her sister, her brother, her dog? Who is she talking to? Well, she's talking to Ivan. It's kind of like an uncle to her, like a close uncle. She confides in him, which means she trusts him. So now that you know who you're speaking to, what does your character want from them? So given all of the circumstances that led up to this moment, the moment right before the monologue began, which you know all of these circumstances now because you read the play and the full script, what does your character want? Do they want to be understood? Do they want a hug? Do they want to be affirmed? Do they want to hurt the other person? Do they want to intimidate the other person? What do you want? What do you want? That was supposed to be a Notebook reference, but I guess she kind of wants Ivan to maybe affirm her. Maybe she wants him to hold her accountable at the end. Considering that she's fed up. But then if that's what it, maybe she wants to actually pursue her purpose. So now you know your intention, your objective, what it is that you want. What's getting in the way of what you want? In other words, what obstacles are present in this monologue? All right, so now you know your character's intention. You know your obstacles. What are you doing to get what you want? How are you going about getting what you want? So if my intention is to get the other person to hug me, I want you to hug me. I might show you how upset I am, and I'm gonna cry a little bit, and I'm gonna scream, I'm hurt. I'm hungry, and I want you to see it. So you'll come and hug me and give me some relief. Or if I want you to hug me, I might gush about how much I love you. Man, I love you so much. You've been there for me since 1903. Man, I never forget that, you know? Or if I want a hug, I might demand it. So my intention is to get a hug, and my tactic is to demand it. Hug me now. Give me love now. What's that Ed Sheeran song? Give me love like her. 'Cause lately I've been waking up alone. See, I demanded it, and then I got vulnerable. That was another tactic. That was a tactic shift. So when you're thinking of your tactics, think of, it's almost like you're wandering through a maze, right? So you're walking through the maze, you're trying to get to your intention is that opening on the other side of the maze. And then the little dead ends are all the obstacles, okay? So once you realize you get to a dead end, that tactic doesn't work. Let me switch tactics. I'm going to go into a different direction. I'm going to try to go here. A dead end there, that's not getting me any closer to my intention. So I'm going to try to go here. And I'm going to try to go here, 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 here. And see, you're trying to maneuver around your obstacles to get to your intention. Okay, so another thing that might help be is if you think about how your character has changed from the beginning of the scene to the end of the scene. Was it like a this? Was it like a they went from high to low? They went from low to high? Did they stay the same? I would hope not, but maybe they did. And maybe a whole bunch of stuff happened and it still led them to this. But if it's a good script, if it's a good monologue, it probably, there might be some type of shift. I would hope that there's some type of shift. But anyway, I'm not a writer. What do I know? Figure out your character's arc, okay? How they got from here to here. What are those 2 points? Now, what is your character's moment before? Meaning, what happened right before the monologue started? Right before your character was speaking, what occurred? Not like several hours earlier, but right before your character started speaking, what occurred actually like physically in their world? And then also, what thoughts were they having before they decided to open their mouth and speak to the other character? Because that'll set you up. That'll put you in the mood, in the mindset. What stimulates your character to then speak? All right, B, so now you've got all of this context and you have all these layers to work with. So now play. Just play. Rehearse it a million different ways. The same way you were earlier. The only difference is that now your acting choices are actually grounded in something. They're grounded in your intention, in the world of the play, in your relationships, in your obstacles, all of that, versus, just saying things. Now, everything that you say means something. You got it, B. When I woke up today, I got up and washed, and suddenly it seemed that everything on this earth was clear to me. And now I know how I must live. Dearest Ivan Romanich, I know everything. Man must toil. Okay, Brittany, that was actually really helpful. I feel like I have a lot more to work with now. Anytime. So, next time you're working on a monologue, make sure to read the monologue multiple times before you go into full rehearsal mode. Read the play or the movie script beforehand so you get the full context of the monologue and the world the character lives in. Figure out who the character is speaking to, what they want from the person they're speaking to, what's getting in their way of whatever it is they want, what happened right before the monologue started, and what tactics is their character using to get what they want. Next time you're working on a monologue, try these few tips out and see how they shape your performance and perception of your monologue.
Now it's your turn. If you're feeling brave, share a monologue you've worked on. Tag us on Instagram at Opening Act for All with the hashtag MyBraveMonologue.